All right, so Revenge was released in July of 2022. Since then, based on polling and media coverage, how would you describe the trajectory of Harry and Meghan's reputations professionally and personally? It feels like they've taken quite a bit of a dive.
Tom Bower, who has been working on the sequel to Revenge for some time, has secured a big money serialization deal with Rupert Murdoch's News UK, specifically the Times newspaper, but I believe it may also extend to the Sun newspaper too, to reveal the first bombshells from his book, which is expected to further damage the Madam of Montecito.
Oh, you will not believe what's coming next. Hold on to your seat, because Tom Bower is about to drop another bombshell. That's right, Revenge 2 is on the horizon, and this time, oh, it's not what we're used to. Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Drama herself, is about to have her world turned upside down, and it's all thanks to Bower, the man who just won't let her hide. He's back, and this time, there's nowhere to run. Revenge 2 will expose Meghan like you've never seen before. And trust me, this is not just gossip, this is the truth, verified and ready to shatter her perfectly curated image. Let's get this straight. Bower doesn't mess around. He's spent years digging into Meghan's life, her lies, and the dark corners she thought she could hide. Remember how her first book, Finding Freedom, painted her as the innocent underdog? Yeah, well, Bower's Revenge 2 is about to pull the veil back, and what we find? Oh, it's not pretty. Meghan thought she could keep everything wrapped up in a nice little PR bow, but guess what? Tom Bower has everything, from the real story behind her Hollywood hustle to the carefully planned narrative she's tried to sell the world. When Bower released his first book, Meghan was on top of the world. She had Netflix, she had Spotify, she had the entire Hollywood elite in her corner. But now, all that safety net, gone. Spotify, bye-bye. Netflix, flop after flop. No one's rushing to hand her the next big deal, and Bower is about to expose all the reasons why. Revenge 2 doesn't just dig into the failures, it dives straight into the shady connections, the exclusive parties, the hidden relationships that Meghan thought she could keep under wraps, the connections that are far more dangerous than you realize.
How desperate was Meghan Markle to be famous? Well, apparently, according to Tom Bower's book, she basically spent seemingly all her money with the sole goal of intention of finding the right connections and being as famous as humanly possible.
And Bower? He's not just throwing out rumors here. No, his sources are legit, 80 of them, all with tales to tell, and these aren't just random whispers. They've been waiting years to tell their stories, and now they're ready to speak up, revealing the side of Meghan Markle that the public never saw. That's right, Bower's digging into her timeline, re-examining her carefully crafted history, and it's not adding up. This time, there's no way Meghan can twist the narrative. With Revenge 2, there are fewer friendly outlets willing to cover for her, and she has no control over the story. For years, she's played the victim, but now, Bower's the one who's in control, and he's finally going to tell it like it is. Now, for those of you who don't know Tom Bower, let me just say, he's not your average biographer. This guy, he's the guy who went after some of the most powerful names in Britain. Robert Maxwell, Richard Branson, Boris Johnson, you name it, Bower's been there, done that. He's like the witchfinder general of biographies, and no one gets past him. Meghan, she's no different. His method, it's ruthless, but it works. He digs deep, listens to the whispers, checks the documents, and connects the dots. Dots Meghan would rather keep hidden. And let me tell you, he's never lost a defamation case. That's how solid his work is.
In the book, Harry must be nuts. This is one of the text messages his friends were sending around to each other after Meghan's first introduction to Harry's friends in 2017 during a shooting weekend at Sandringham.
Now this time, Bower's going all in, crossing the pond, hitting up events like the Invictus Games, speaking to people no one else dares to, gathering interviews, and uncovering the truth Meghan hoped would stay buried. From whispers in Hollywood to observations at public events, Bower's got his finger on the pulse. And when Revenge 2 drops in 2026, Meghan and Harry won't know what hit them. They won't be able to shape the narrative anymore. The world is finally going to see the real Meghan, warts and all. And here's the kicker, Bower doesn't do conclusions. He just lays the facts out there and lets you make up your mind. For Meghan, that's terrifying. It means there's nowhere to hide. The truth's coming, and she can't stop it. Bower's the one holding all the cards now. That's not all, though. Remember the infamous South Park episode? The one where they mocked Meghan and Harry's whole privacy tour? The one that had everyone laughing but also uncomfortably agreeing with it? Yeah, Bauer's paying attention. He's not just tracking how Hollywood reacted to that, he's looking at the deeper cultural reaction. South Park didn't invent the joke, they just made it public. They took what people were already thinking and voila, a meme was born. Meghan thought her public image was untouchable until South Park dropped that bomb. And now, Bauer's Revenge 2 is about to dig into the public reaction that followed. How everyone finally saw what Bauer had already uncovered, Meghan Markle isn't just a celebrity, she's a brand, and it's about to go up in flames.
I think personally, they've separated their professional lives, but I think what's really a great problem for them now, as of in the last few weeks, is that Meghan has got no real income anymore. She's finished.
Meghan thought she could control the narrative. She thought she could be the victim forever, but no one is buying it anymore. Not after Bauer's research, not after the South Park episode, not after everything that's coming in Revenge 2. This is just the beginning, and the world is about to watch as her carefully built image crumbles. And it doesn't end there. The most shocking part? The inconsistencies in Meghan's own story. Those carefully curated photos, the timeline she shared with the world, Bauer's about to pull them apart piece by piece. The public's always had questions, but now Bauer's digging deeper into the mysteries surrounding her pregnancy and the images she shared with the world. Why were there no interior hospital photos? Why did certain images from Meghan's pregnancy raise suspicions? Oh, you better believe Bauer's got answers, and they are not what you expect. Let's talk about Meghan's age for a second. We all know the official story. Meghan was born in 1981. But what if that's not true? What if the real year is different? Bauer's digging into all the details, examining casting lists, early interviews, and agency records, and guess what? There are discrepancies, and they matter. In Hollywood, age isn't just a number, it's everything. It affects casting, career opportunities, and how you're seen by the industry. Meghan's age could have been a game changer in how she positioned herself. Bauer's got the receipts to prove it, and he's not just looking at the surface, he's uncovering the documents that no one else has, the ones that could change everything. But it's not just about the age. Bauer's focusing on something bigger, the access Meghan had before she met Harry. How did a woman with a modest salary from Suits manage to jet set around the world, attending exclusive events and rubbing shoulders with some of the most powerful people on the planet? You know the question everyone's been asking, who was funding this lifestyle? Bauer's tracking it all. Those exclusive yacht parties, the luxury events before Meghan ever met Harry. Why did she never take legal action over those photos? The silence? Oh, it speaks volumes. Bauer doesn't take that silence as proof of innocence. To him, it's a clue, and he's connecting the dots that Meghan hoped no one would ever see. Bauer's got a point. Who was paying for Meghan's lifestyle before her royal romance? That's the million-dollar question. She was attending high-profile events, but her salary didn't match the extravagance. So, where did the money come from? Bauer is on the hunt for answers, talking to people who knew Meghan during those early years, people who might be ready to speak out now that the veil is lifting. Meghan thought she could control her image, but Bauer's work is about to change that forever. But hold on, we're not done yet. Meghan's American Riviera Orchard venture? What was meant to be her big comeback ended up as yet another embarrassment. The headline screamed about how her jam sold out in hours, but Bauer went digging, and guess what he found? Millions of unsold products. While the media spun the tale of instant success, Bauer uncovered the real story. Products sitting in warehouses, untouched. And the numbers? Shocking. A massive surplus that could take years to clear. Bauer's exposing it all, the fake scarcity, the deceptive headlines, and it's going to make people question everything they thought they knew about Meghan's so-called business empire. And don't even get me started on the candles. Meghan's supposed candle line with no scent certifications? What happened there? Bauer's not letting anything slide. High-priced subscription boxes that never materialized. Another false promise, another failure exposed. This is the real Meghan Markle. Someone who spins a tale of success, but behind the scenes, nothing but failures piling up. Oh, but it gets juicier. There's talk of a cookbook, and Bauer's already watching it closely. Early previews have raised some serious questions. Experts are pointing out too many similarities to established lifestyle brands. Does Meghan have a real identity for herself, or is she just stealing from other successful brands? Bauer's not accusing, but he's certainly documenting. And if those recipes show up in her cookbook, well, it's going to get messy. This isn't just about Meghan being a copycat, it's about the failure of her entire brand. But here's the most explosive part. Archewell Foundation. Bowers got his eyes on the money, and guess what? It's not pretty. $5.1 million in expenses and only $2.1 million in donations. Where did that extra $3 million go? Bowers not just speculating, he's got the documents to back it up. And let's talk about those salaries, nearly $1 million for just 2 staff members? Really? This is the nonprofit world Meghan's been selling to us? It's all starting to unravel. And Bowers following the trail to reveal the truth behind the fade. Oh, and the timing? Right after scrutiny from regulators? Meghan rebranded her charity, but Bowers not buying the PR spin. It's all too convenient. And when you look at the numbers, $5 million spent, only $1 million donated, it's clear that something's not right here. Bowers exposing the truth, and there's no way Meghan can escape it now. What's next? Revenge 2 will give us the answers. It's about to expose the patterns, the lies, the financial mismanagement, and the people who've had enough. The walls are closing in on Meghan, and Bowers not stopping. The truth is finally coming out, and when it does, there will be no way to stop it. Stay tuned. Stop it. Stay tuned. Stop it. Stay tuned.